Hey everyone, it's DeagleBeagle. So today we're going to go over how to use Decidueye-Hisui. And I thought a lot about it. And there's a few different ways you could use it, at least. So Scrappy is probably going to be the most common one, even though let's look at the ghost Pokemon. There's Fluttermane. There's not a lot of other relevant ghost Pokemon like Anahalape, maybe Spectrier now, Goldango, and then yeah, Typhlosion might be used. The other ones probably wouldn't be used that much. Occasionally Cerulege or something. So Scrappy might not even be the best ability with it, but it might be. I mean, it's just Fluttermane already resists like fighting after the Scrappy works though. So it would be good versus like Goldango though, and a little bit versus Anahalape, even though like grass does neutral to it, but assuming it uses Terra Fire, it could have a niche. But it would have way more of a niche if it had Fake Out. Oh well. So one way you could use it is Assault Vest. And you don't have to use triple arrows. You could use like close combat or something, or low kick even. But personally, I would use, since it has Leaf Blade for coverage versus the lightweight Pokemon, like the lighter weight Pokemon like Bundle, you could probably get away with using low kick and it wouldn't have any recoil and possibly more power than triple arrows. But if you want to try out triple arrows, it does lower their defense 50% of the time and can flinch them 30% of the time, and it's still 90 power and it doesn't have any drawbacks. So that's pretty good. The only drawback would be less power than like low kick might have. So that, and you could, so Terra Fire, by the way, is probably one of the best terras with it because it's immune to Will-O-Wisp, it's resistant to fire, it's resistant to fairy. Those are a lot of the things that are trying to kill it. It resists ice. It's weak to ice, fire, fairy, psychic. So using something like steel or fire would be good. Fire would probably be better considering how you would probably want to make it physical because it has more physical attack than special attack, but you could use like Aura Sphere with it and Giga Drain and stuff if you want to go down the special route. And this one, you could make it Focus Sash, forget the Scrappy, unless you really want to do consistent damage, even if Fluttermane switches in. But like I was saying, it's gonna still be resistant to it. So I don't know about that. And then if you're using Sash, no more Brave Bird, you would want possibly Protect or Tailwind with it. If you're using Tailwind, maybe get rid of Shadow Sneak. You don't have to though. Shadow Sneak would be mostly to finish off like the Sashers and whatnot, or to get a last hit off before you die. So you could use something like this. Overgrow with the Sash. So if they activate the Sash, your Leaf Blade's going to do a lot more. And Fire's still good even with Sash versus certain moves like Will-O-Wisp. But you might even want to just use like a Grass Terra or something just to do a little bit more damage with Overgrow and Terra Grass. But you could use something different. And then if you're using Tailwind and Sash, it kind of goes together because you can max speed without kind of a penalty, and now you have enough speed to outspeed Fluttermane and Tailwind. So these are probably going to be the main ways to use Decidueye. I don't see it being used that much though, because Scrappy isn't a super useful niche without Fake Out. If it got Fake Out, I could see tons of people using it. But it not having fake out, it would probably be alright, like mid tier, but I don't think it really, unless it really counters the metagame, I don't see many people using it yet, but they could. I mean, another grass Pokemon is good because you don't have to Terra with it to wall a Spore, so that alone makes it pretty useful in some situations. I just don't know how much people would use it. I would have to test all these things out. So, thanks for watching.